Most air valves are installed in concrete manholes that require maintenance workers to climb into confined spaces during installation and maintenance. In many countries, only trained, skilled workers are allowed to enter these manholes. Opening the manhole lid allows access inside the manhole. Before entering, it is recommended to verify that the area is clean and well ventilated, and that entrance into it will not endanger the worker. The air valve is lowered to the bottom of the manhole and installed at the connection point. In narrow manholes, it might be necessary to dismantle parts from the air valve that interfere with its free rotation into the connection. Installation of air valves on sewage lines requires treatment and protection from hazardous odors. In many cases, modifications based on the manhole design need to be performed in the field. These changes increase costs and complicate the installation and ensuing maintenance procedures. The drainage pipe system is connected to the air valve, and then the isolating valve is opened. Upon completion of the installation, the manhole needs to be covered. ARI, a leading company in the development of air valves for the conveyance of water and sewage, identified the need to develop an air valve which reduces installation and maintenance costs. The resultant ARI model SB underground air valve was designed as a complete unit that can be installed quickly and at a low cost. This saves workdays, shortens implementation time, and saves money for the customer and the contractor. The SB model air valves are available for installation in sizes of 2, 3, and 4-inch flanged, as well as 2-inch threaded. Installation of the ARI model SB air valve allows for maintenance without the need to enter the confined spaces of the manhole. For installation, the connection point of the line is exposed. The unit is lowered to the point of connection and attached. It is important to check that the height of the unit is in proper relationship to ground level. Once connected, the surrounding area is filled with a granular filling material that allows for a drainage area on the scale of at least 1/2 the circumference of the unit. In the case of a crossing road, a suitable concrete cover should be installed to prevent damage to the valve unit. There are instances when air valves are required to be installed in the heart of urban areas. The ARI air valve, model D090, was designed and approved for such usage on potable water supply systems. It comes as a complete unit with multiple waterline connection options, including the 2-inch threaded and the 2 and 3-inch flanged options. The area of installation must be excavated in dimensions large enough to allow an operator adequate access to the pipeline connection. Once connected, the surrounding area is filled with a granular filling material that allows for drainage of the area surrounding the unit. The air valve unit is available in optional lengths determined by the height differential between the depth of the waterline connection and the ground level. On top of the filler material, the inspection cover is placed, allowing for access to the air valve unit. In cases of new waterline installations, the air valve unit can be attached prior to the coverage of the waterline. Use of the ARI model D090 air valve cuts installation costs, shortens installation time, and enables maintenance without the need to disconnect the water supply to the customers, all within a shortened timetable and at a low cost. Maintenance of air valves installed in a confined space manhole requires a team of at least 2 workers, along with all the necessary tools and safety equipment. The manhole is opened and verified that the space is clean and well ventilated. Sometimes, based on the condition of the line, it might also be necessary to remove the valve body for cleaning and maintenance. This maintenance procedure requires closing the isolating valve, opening the drainage valve on the side of the air valve for releasing pressure and draining off liquids, unscrewing the bolts of the valve cover, allowing for the removal of the sealing mechanism. After cleaning the valve body and cleaning and inspecting the sealing mechanism, the body is returned to the connection point and the sealing mechanism is inserted into the valve body and the cover bolted. The working conditions of the line will affect the extent of the maintenance. When the installation is complete, there is a need to verify that the drainage valve is closed and then the isolating valve is opened. The manhole needs to be covered before leaving the area. Performing maintenance work on the sewage air valve Model SB does not require entering the manhole and doesn't endanger the maintenance workers. The maintenance procedure is relatively easy, requiring only very basic tools. The top manhole cover and then the cover to the valve body are opened. The operator needs to shut off the supply flow to the valve by turning the shut-off valve so that the arrow points to the closed position. Pressure is then released from the air valve. Removal of the air valve from the manhole is performed by attaching the T-key and turning the valve frame in the direction of the arrow and extracting it from the manhole. All maintenance to the air valve can now be performed outside the confines of the manhole. The air valve is returned back to its place by reversing the directions. Maintenance of the ARI sewage air valve Model SB saves a great deal of time and money with a minimal effort and no need for unnecessary expenses. The frequency of maintenance is determined in accordance with the quality of the liquids, and this changes from region to region. The ARI Model D090 air valve is designed to allow for maintenance without the need for shutting off the water supply to consumers, and at a minimal cost. The D090 air valve is a self-contained unit that is installed on a waterline connection and secured at the base by a check valve that allows for the removal and maintenance of the air valve without interrupting the flow of the water supply. Maintenance operation takes little time and is performed with a minimum of tools. Maintenance of the valve requires removing the lock pin that connects the 2 body parts, separating the body from the base, cleaning and inspecting the sealing mechanism, and reassembling the valve. It is important to verify that the float and sealing mechanism are assembled correctly and enable proper sealing. After returning the air valve to its place, the cover needs to be closed in a circular motion. Closing the body cover exerts pressure on the check valve in the base, opening it and allowing for the passage of water and air into the air valve.